What's going on, everybody? Mr. Octagonal here, and yeah, today was the NBA trade deadline. Few big moves happened around the league, including the most notable one for me personally being Andre Drummond traded from the Pistons to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I am a Pistons fan, so this one hits home a little bit. That's going to be the main focus of today's video. And the Cavs are an absolute joke of an organization.
At least we're not Detroit! We're not Detroit!
So many Pistons fans and many fans around the NBA are questioning this trade for the Detroit Pistons. Why would they give up Andre Drummond for a bag of peanuts and a half-eaten chicken nugget? Or to be exact, we are going to be receiving Piston legend Brandon Knight, John Henson, and a second-round pick in 2023. So obviously the Pistons got nothing, but I'm okay with the trade because we weren't going to get anything else for Drummond. He had no trade value, clearly. I was hoping we would get something. I thought a realistic offer would probably be some sort of bad contract and then maybe either a protected first-round pick, probably not from the Cavs, but maybe some other pick they have from a contending team, or maybe a guy like Kevin Porter Jr. That one might have been a little bit biased. I'm a big Kevin Porter guy. Maybe that was a little bit unrealistic. I mean, clearly it was, but I mean, even so, I don't think most people were expecting the Pistons to get this little in return. However, I think it's a solid move for us because we need to tank. We need to rebuild. I've been saying that for years, by the way. Even before the Blake Griffin trade. I mean, this whole decade, really, we've been needing to tank, and we've just avoided it. And it seems like we are finally coming to terms that fighting for the 8th seed isn't worth it anymore. And we gotta rebuild, and we gotta tank. I think it obviously starts with trading Drummond now, something that we should have did a year or two ago to where we could have actually gotten something. I think as soon as we can trade Blake, we should. We're going to get less for Blake than we will for Drummond, which is extremely hard to believe, but it is true because Blake is on an even worse contract, and obviously he is a medical red flag. So I think we got to trade Blake, and we just got to capitalize on some of these young assets. We got to capitalize on some of these draft picks. I think we're making a good move by trading Drummond. I would have liked to have seen a few more trades, though. I think we should have traded a guy like Langston Galloway, probably for a second-round pick. Probably 2 second-round picks. I don't think he'd only be worth 1. Probably 2 second-round picks from a team really needing a shooter. And then I would have liked to have traded Markieff Morris for the same price. I'm cool that we kept D. Rose. I'm not mad about that. I would have been fine if we traded Derrick Rose. There were Rose for Kuzma rumors, which I would have done in a heartbeat. I assume the Lakers were not down to do that. But I'm cool with D. Rose staying. And while I would have liked to have seen us done more, would have liked to have seen us actually got a good asset. We had to trade Drummond because either he wasn't coming back, he was going to come back for nothing, or we were going to have to pay his contract next year. And even if he even if he were to sign somewhere else in the offseason, he would hurt the tank by staying. I think Andre Drummond will help a team win more than Brandon Knight and John Henson. So I'm going to give the Pistons a B-. I obviously don't love it. When I originally saw what we were getting, I was pissed. But now I've realized that maybe this isn't so bad. And even though it's not the value we wanted, clearly we could not have gotten anything more. Meanwhile, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they did not have to give up anything for I don't know if I'd say borderline all-star, but a good player in Andre Drummond who gets you your, what does he average, like 17 and 15? He'll be the starting center. I assume they're going to buy out Tristan Thompson, and if they don't, then that fit is going to be extremely awkward. Neither of those guys can really shoot, so I don't know how they'd play together. So assuming Thompson goes, the Cavs get better this year, not by that much, but a little bit. And Cavs fans may be wondering, why would we do this? This hurts the tank. Well, not really, because would you rather Tristan Thompson or Andre Drummond? I understand Drummond's the better player, but Tristan Thompson's been having a career year. And while Drummond helps the team get wins, Tristan Thompson isn't that much worse than him. And the Cavs are making a low-risk, high reward move. They could potentially sign Drummond in the offseason. He can be a big part of his future. And the only concern is that they sign Drummond to a close to max contract, which I think is what he will be asking for. And if the Cavs give him a close to max deal, I think that'd be pretty stupid on their part. I don't think Andre Drummond's worth close to max. I think he's a very good player, but I don't think he's worth more than $100 million. I think even if they do give him like 4 or 5 years for 100, I do think that would be a pretty bad contract for them. And I think Drummond would be smart to accept that in a heartbeat. So I'm going to give the Cavs, we're going to go with a B- as well. Might be a little bit harsh, but I'm a little bit worried for their sake that they're going to pay Drummond a lot of money. And if they don't, then what's the point of getting him? If they don't have the intent to re-sign him, why would they have made this trade? So that's the only reason why I'm concerned about it for them. And that pretty much just about does it for the Drummond trade. Looking at the other moves around the NBA, first off, what the Pistons did not do, they did not mess up by trading Luke Kennard, thank goodness. We also did not trade Christian Wood, thank goodness. We also did not trade Svi Mykhailiuk, thank goodness. I don't think there were any Mykhailiuk rumors, but I can't let Svi go anywhere. This is Seku's team. Giannis is the first Sekou. It's not Seku's the next Giannis. Please stop saying that. That's a compliment to Sekou. All right, now to the rest of the league. D'Angelo Russell is a Timberwolf. The Warriors are going to be receiving Andrew Wiggins, a 2021 protected first, a 2021 second. Minnesota will also be receiving Amari Spellman as well as Jacob Evans. So I don't like the deal for either team if we're being honest, but I think it's a little bit better for Golden State. I don't think this is a good deal for Minnesota because I understand it makes Cat happy, which it will, but I don't think it helps them win basketball games. I know they had to shake up their roster somehow, but I think D'Angelo Russell is an overrated player. He's a good scorer. He's a great scorer. That's about it. He's not that special other than his scoring. Meanwhile, for Golden State, I don't think they should have traded D'Lo. I think they were just forced into it. I think they could have gotten more in the offseason. But Andrew Wiggins is not bad. People are saying Wiggins is bad, which I don't think he is if we are going to be honest here. They're also going to be getting a protected first that could be good. They are giving up Amari Spellman. I don't think they should have did that, but I guess Spellman hasn't really done anything this year. So I'm going to give the Timberwolves a C-, and I'm going to give the Golden State Warriors a C. I don't think it's a great deal by either team. I wouldn't have done it if I was either side, but at least Cat is happy for the immediate future. And then the last one, we're going to go over a 3-team deal. Marcus Morris headed to the LA Clippers, along with Isaiah Thomas, who was getting cut from the Clippers, so he doesn't matter. The Wizards were also involved in this deal. I think the Knicks, Clippers, and Wizards all come out of this trade winners. The Wizards traded Isaiah Thomas, who just got cut, for Jerome Robinson. So they basically got Robinson for 3. Robinson was a lottery pick a couple years ago, a pick that we all questioned at the time, and we all still do question it. But maybe he needs a career resurgence in Washington. I'm going to give the Wizards an A+. Meanwhile, the Knicks, maybe they could have gotten a little bit more, but Mo Harkless is decent. Plus, a first-round pick isn't terrible. Marcus Morris has been great this year, but you got to embrace the tank. I'm going to give the Knicks a B. And then the Clippers are trading Jerome Robinson, who's doing nothing for them, along with a late first-round pick for Marcus Morris, who can be an immediate impact player and can really make an impact on their championship run. So they're going to get an A+ as well. That'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think of all of these trades? If you're a Pistons fan, do you like the Andre Drummond deal or not? Have a good one.